next performer she's kind of known as like the Madame Curie of our club, mainly because I'm pretty sure, found the cure for pepper spray poisoning. Please welcome Megan Ballardini.
Hello. So, I've been doing stand-up for close to a year now, and I think I really like it. And I say I think so because my whole life I've gotten this thing where if I get too stressed out, I just black out. I call it stress amnesia. And it's just like always happened throughout my life. Like in high school, I'd be leaving an exam. My friends would be like, what'd you get on number 4? And I'd be like, trying to find context clues, you know, like why are we leaving this building that I don't remember anything? And I'm like, okay, like there were 4 things and they were numbered, and that's all that I know right now. And so the same thing happens with stand-up, you know. And basically what's been happening for the last year is people told me that I did it. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just keep writing jokes and keep going up, because I think I would maybe like to do it again. So at the end of the show, if you could all just let me know, that would be fantastic. Thank you so much. I moved out of my parents' house this year. It was super exciting. Yeah, like fully moved out. Like all of my stuff is up here, not in Vegas, and it's definitely out of my mom's new office. And I feel like they've kind of been pushing me out of the house for a while now. You know, like all of my pictures have been replaced by the dogs. The Netflix password used to be my name and birth year, now it's the dog's name and birth year. And that's like sucky, you know, it kind of hurts, but like who I really feel bad for is my younger brother. He's never been the Netflix password. When he went missing last year, the only picture he had was when he happened to be in the background of my dog's portrait. But no, yeah, so I moved up here out of the parents' house. It can get like a little bit lonely, you know, without them. I'm single too, and I've been single about as long as I've been doing stand-up. And I think the reason why is that guys are just kind of scared that I'm going to date them and I'm going to use them for material. Like the last guy that I dated, you know. Anybody else say stage 3 clinger? Yeah, because 17's all about healthy relationships. But no, this guy, he was like obsessive. Right? He's like, I'm going to marry you, you are the one for me. Couldn't live without you. If you ever leave me, I'll kill myself, right? So I dumped him 2 years ago. And he has a job in Arizona, so he's a fucking liar. Because I don't think the background of that relationship is a name that I'll never have for my future children. So I have a question for you guys. How many people of the same name need to get canceled before we just like cancel the entire name? I feel like it's time to retire the name Jeff. You know, like Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us knew to get the hell out before shit went down. Because who looks at a newborn and you're like, for the rest of your life, you're going to be associated with Dahmer, with Epstein, with Bezos, you know? It's just evil to your child. Speaking of Bezos, what do you guys think is his preferred form of like distributing his dick pics? I feel like airdropping is underrepresented. Has anybody ever been airdropped a dick pic before? Show hands. Okay. It's weird, right? Like it's just like an uncomfortable situation. Who in here has ever sent a dick pic via airdrop? Nice shot. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, I was airdropped a picture last year, a dick pic last year. I was sitting in the DC, rest in peace. Popped up on my phone, you know, and I don't have one for reference, so I don't know the right angling or lighting to do. But I do know that the person who sent me this dick pic did it wrong. And I know this because it looked a lot like Ernie from Sesame Street. Not what it should look like. But airdropping dick pics has like this really rich history. It dates all the way back to 1949. Because in 1948 there was the Berlin airlift. Right? And if you don't know what that is, it was the beginning of the Cold War. West Berlin had been embargoed by the Soviet Union, and the Allies flew over all these planes, right? And in the planes was like food and fuel and supplies. And so the West Berlinians, they looked up and then just raining down from the sky was like the Allies saving them. So a year later, to the day, when the airplanes flew overhead once again, the West Berlinians looked up and they remembered the year before, the joy, all of that, and they wondered like what generosity the Allies would be showing this year. So when the airplanes opened up, and instead of food and supplies and fuel, like pieces of paper just fell from the sky, rained down. They were a little bit caught off guard, and it wasn't until all of them landed on the ground that they picked it up and they looked at it, and they realized that the Allies had not returned, but the Allies had angered Stalin. And so Stalin's Commonwealth have been shared amongst the class. And the only thing that I can really imagine feeling worse than what the West Berlinians felt that day, thinking they were going to have food and fuel instead got Stalin's stick, is the feeling that 70 years later, carrying on that rich tradition, you airdrop your own comrade in arms, for to be made fun of for looking like Bert's best friend. So yeah, I've been going to the gym a lot lately. It's been great. It's just been a lot of fun. I'm less anxious, happier, really great improvement for my mental health. Unfortunately, that makes me less funny. And I still am funny, but like I'm losing my edge. I used to be like good at stand-up, and now they're like, you should go make t-shirts in the t-shirt factory, because that's where you're really gonna shine. It's really funny for t-shirts. Now I have a collection at home though, full of trophies. And all of these trophies are for winning most part at my middle school basketball team tryouts, which is to say I never made the middle school basketball team. And I think my favorite thing about growing up in the era of participation trophies is that I always got a participation trophy, even if nobody did. Because really the main rule of it is that you can't just give the best kids the participation trophy. You have to give it to the best and then like the worst. And so I was always like the coaches out having to buy them for everybody, right? And so I'd always, show up to tryouts and, the MVPs would rightfully get their trophies and they'd be like, and now Megan for most part. And they were like, because you still showed up. It was just not great. But I'm grateful for my old basketball coaches, because they saved me from an unfulfilling, not very prosperous career playing for the WNBA. You can name a WNBA player, right? And I feel like it's the same with comedy because, there's 3 famous female comics, and so there's not going to be another opening for another year. Some people ask me, are you going to try to make this a career? I'm like, nope, I'm out of here, So that's all the time I have. Thank you guys so much. I really hope I enjoyed it. If you could let me know. That'd be fantastic.